Today we are going to discuss some important data types in the Python like Python dictionary, Python tuples, and then we will see Python sets, and after that we will see how to write functions in the Python. We will see some predefined functions and how to use those functions, you can create your own functions. Okay. Hello everyone, this is Sharda from GoEdu Hub Technologies, and I would like to welcome you again for this course Machine Learning using Python. Can you please confirm me, am I audible so that I can continue the class? Just write in the chat window for confirmation, am I audible, clear and sound? Okay guys, I got confirmation. Now I'm just going to start new topic, that is the Python dictionary. Okay, so just I'll open Python dictionary article, and first of all you understand what is the dictionary in Python. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Okay. So today we are going to discuss Python dictionary. First of all, first question comes to mind is why we need the dictionary. We already have a string, we have a list. Okay, but we need the dictionary because dictionary can contain data in the pair of key value. It is a collection of items unordered. We can access items with the help of key. We can access values with the help of key. And key and values are separated by colon, and each item in the dictionary is separated by comma. Okay? Simple, dictionary is a data type. In the Python, it is a collection data type and it is unordered. Okay? It is unordered because here we cannot access the items like we are accessing in the string and list by using the index. Here we are not accessing with the help of the index. Here we are using a key to access the elements. So basically I can say dictionary is used to store the data in key value pair format. Okay? And here key must be, let me open new screen. Okay? So if I talk about a dictionary, it is kind of hash function. We have a key and we have certain values. Okay? And key must be a unique. Values can be anything. Values can be like, it can have list, it can have single value, it can have a string. Or it can have either integer, it can have tuple, it can have different things. Okay? Or you can say keys are generally immutable. You cannot change the keys. You can add more keys, but you cannot change the keys. And keys generally we take either number, string or tuple. Mostly we take numbers or strings. Now we will see how to create a dictionary. Okay? Am I audible or not, guys? Can you please confirm me? Some people are writing, I cannot hear you. I think there would be some error at your side. So please check at your side. Just sometime it happens, just plug out your earphones and then plug in again. Maybe there is problem at your side. I think other people are able to hear me. Okay, so and if still more people facing problem, then you guys please can ping me so that I'll check it at my side. Okay guys, so first of all, how to create a dictionary. Okay, we are going to see the practical implementation of dictionary. Okay, and you can see the lecture notes in the description of this video. Okay, so basically I'm just creating a dictionary, or you can create the dictionary dict equals to, here we are using curly braces. Okay, so this is the empty dictionary. You can check a type of dict. This is a dictionary. Okay, now I'll create a dictionary with certain values, like d is equal to, today we are going to cover certain topics like dictionary set and then functions, and from tomorrow onwards we are going to start data science libraries like NumPy, Pandas. So you can say from tomorrow onwards we are going to start a machine learning part, because this is the basic part you need to know before starting the machine learning. You should know these things, otherwise you cannot implement the things. That's why I'm taking this part first, and in between next upcoming days, in between I'll pick the certain remaining Python topics. Like we have lots of topics in the Python, so we will cover all of them, but after certain time in between, meanwhile sometime I'll pick like pygame library, sometime I'll pick the classes, exception, file handling, all these things I'll pick in between, but till the functions we should know. So today I'll try to cover up with till the functions, then tomorrow onwards we can start the libraries. Okay, okay guys, so now I'm just creating a dictionary. This is the empty dictionary, and now I'm going to create a dictionary with certain values, like 1 colon, 1 is a key, and then colon is, after the colon we put certain values, like here I'm putting A, and similarly 2 colon, here I'm putting B, and comma separated. This is a pair of key value. This first one is a pair of key value. 1 is a key and A is value. Similarly 2 is key and B is value. Okay, and we can have like key like 10 colon, and value I can have hello. Okay, so this is my dictionary. I can print T. Sorry. Okay, okay guys, so this is the dictionary I have created. And here I just want to access the elements. I just want to access the elements of the dictionary. So how can I access the elements of the dictionary? I can access with the help of key. Like I can write here 1. This is not the index, this is the key. You can write here in place of 1, you can write here 10. D of 10 is the value hello. So I can access the values with the help of keys. Okay, guys, don't post anything here other than this class. Okay. So basically here 10 is a key. And inside the square brackets, I need to put the key. So 10 is a key, and with the help of this key, I'm accessing the value. Yes, we can use the string as a key. Here I can I just want to add one more element to dictionary. I have created dictionary with the 3 key value pair. I just want to add one more key value pair. Or either I just want to update, dictionary is a mutable. I just want to update the value. D of 1. Here I just want to write my name, GoEduHub. Okay. And after this, I just want to print D. Okay. And now you can see this one key contains the value GoEduHub. What happens here? It will check this key. If this key is present in this dictionary, then it will replace the value. That here initially the value was the A, and now the value is updated with the GoEduHub. Okay. Now I just want to add one more key here. Like I just want to add the key ID. Okay. And ID here I'm putting value 100. And after this I just want to print D. Okay. You can see here 1 having value GoEduHub, 2 having B, 10 having hello, and ID having value 100. How? Actually what happens, first it will check ID is already there is a key. If already there is a key having ID, then it will replace the value. Otherwise it will update the value. Otherwise it will add this key value pair. And you know dictionary is unordered. So you can simply, it will add anywhere. It's not ordered. For the registration number, you guys please see below, below this video, you can see the registration attendance rule. There is a page link, and over that page there is some instruction. You can find your ID. There is seat available. You can find your ID. Okay. So we can use a string also. So this is the simple way how you can update a dictionary. You can add, either you can update the value or you can add one more key to the dictionary, key value pair. Okay. Now I have certain functions in the dictionary. We know how to access the dictionary elements. We can update the dictionary. We can add more values to the dictionary. That we know till now. Okay. We can create a dictionary, we can update the dictionary values, and we just want to delete the dictionary, then we can delete the dictionary also. And we can also delete the elements. Okay. Like I just want to delete this one key. So what I can write here, del D of 1. This key I want to delete, and after this I will print D. Okay. You can see here now my new dictionary is this. I have added element, I have deleted element. There is other methods also deleting, like we have pop, you can use that also. Now I just want to iterate the dictionary. Iterating the dictionary means I just want to visit every element of the dictionary. So what I can do here, I can write a for loop for I in D, colon, print I. Okay. Now you can see what it will do. It's a printing only IDs. Only keys. Yes, we can update the key. Okay, you just want to change the update key. Key you cannot change. As I already told you, you can see my chart. Here key is unique and it is unmutable. Value is mutable. We can update the value. Key either you can delete, you can add. You cannot update the key value. It's immutable. and values is mutable. And overall we call dictionary mutable. Okay. So just come to back the loop part I was doing. Here I'm iterating a dictionary. Iterating means I'm visiting every element of this dictionary. So what's happening here? For I in D, like similar thing we have done in list also. If we are doing in the list, then we are getting the item, value of every item. Here what we are getting only the key. You can see 2 is a key, 10 is a key, and ID is a key, right? We are getting only the keys. Now what I want value also. So key is I. If I want to get the value, then I have to write like this, I, and then I want value equals to comma D of I. Okay, and inside the double quotes this is a string. I just run this. Now what happened? 2 is key and value at 2 is B, D of I. Okay, and 10 is a key and value at 10 is hello. Similarly, ID is key and value at ID is 100. Okay. So here you can understand this. We have key and value. Nothing like other thing. Only this first thing is key and this is a value. And colon separated key value and a pair is comma separated. Okay. This is simply, now we have lots of functions in the dictionary. Like we have keys function, we have values function. Like D dot keys. If I just want to print only the keys, D dot keys. Keys is a function. It will give you all the keys. Similarly, I have function values, D dot values. Okay. Let me first complete the things, then I'll answer your questions. Just wait. D dot keys, D dot values. Okay. And we have one more function, D dot items. D dot items. You just need to know these functions because we will use in between somewhere. Like sometimes we want only the keys, sometimes we want only the values, and sometimes we want a pair of key value. Like this is a tuple of key comma value. Inside this bracket, small bracket, we always write the tuple. Just wait, I'll tell you about the tuple also. But square brackets we are using for the list, curly braces we are using for the dictionary, and this function bracket we are using for the tuple. The items, we are getting a pair of items, like key value pair of items. One item is key comma value. Then second item is second key and corresponding value. D dot keys, D dot values, D dot items. How I can use those functions? Okay. I can use those functions in the loop also, like for I in D dot values. I want this. Okay. Now I print I, you will got only the values. You can see this. I'm getting only the values. Okay. Similarly, you can use D dot keys. By default, it's giving key. So generally, we don't use the key. Otherwise, you can write here D dot keys also. Okay. We know how to write the loop. Obviously, everybody knows this. Okay. These are the three important functions, and then we have certain properties of the dictionary. Like we have function called the length, we have function clear, string, type, copy, get, has keys. We have lots of functions. Simple function I can tell you, one is the length. I just want to get the length of the dictionary D, then you can see length of D is 3. We have 3 pair of key values. Okay, now come back to our article and let me see certain things left out. The definition part we know, some functions like we have CMP function to comparing elements of 2 dictionaries. Length we have already seen, type we have already seen, str produce a printable string representation of the dictionary. Similarly, clear, copy, lots of functions. Get function, items we have seen, keys we have seen, and values we have seen. And if you want to add 2 dictionaries, then you can use update function. You have 2 dictionaries and you just want to add 2 dictionaries with another one, then you can use update function. You can see here example also. We can create simple dictionary, empty dictionary we have already seen. I'll just go through this part so that if something is left out, we can cover it. And we are creating a dictionary that is having integer keys. And we have created a dictionary that is having mixture of keys, like one is the string and another one having the values as a list. So this is a string, this is single character. Okay, and we can create the dictionary with the help of DICT function also. Generally we don't use this function, but this is one of the way also. Okay, and then accessing the elements in the dictionary and for loop in the dictionary. For loop we have seen how to access the items. Okay, d dot values. Yeah, one thing I have left that I'll tell you. For I comma j in d dot items. Sometimes we also write like this. What is this? Print I comma j. Okay, I'll run this code. You can see what happens here. D dot items will give you 2 things. A tuple. I told you 2 things. Key comma value. So what we will write here? We will write here 2 variables. First value go inside I and second value go inside j. So basically I will contain key and j will contain values. So print I comma j. So here this is the key and this is the corresponding value. Key and value. Both things we can take in a single loop using this function. Okay, and now come back. D dot items we have already seen, and then key and values functions we have seen that. You can practice this question after the class. If you want to add more items in the dictionary, you can do like this. Removing the item, you can delete the item using the del. Okay, and if dictionary is already deleted, if you want to delete, then there is no dictionary exists. Dictionary already deleted. So these are the parts, and I told you dictionary is unordered. So basically we have certain functions in the dictionary, how to declare a dictionary, how to access the elements of the dictionary, how to update and how to delete the dictionary items. These are the parts. Okay guys, confirm? Till now everything are you getting? Okay, just press the like button below the video. I always say you. There are lots of people are attending the class, but only the 16 likes. Okay, so now I'm moving ahead towards the next topic. Okay. Now we will see a small topic, that is the Python tuples. Okay, what is the tuples? It is very small topic. Okay, Python tuple is basically, it is a sequence of Python objects like list, but it is an immutable feature. It have immutable. Generally, we use the tuple when we want certain constants. Okay? You guys please practice remaining functions. These are the simple function dictionary from keys. These are the simple functions. You just practice. You will get the idea. Nothing new. Okay. So tuple is a sequence of Python objects like list with immutable feature. It is just similar to the list, but here inside the list we can update the element, we can add more element, we can delete the element. But tuple is like this: we cannot update the element, we cannot add more element, we cannot delete more element. It is just like once you have defined, it is fixed. Like when you want to it generally we use when we put some masters, like you are doing some work and you just want to do certain fixed things. I just want to write the total name of the states in India, so almost states are always fixed. Okay, so what will happen, we will put them into a tuple. Tuple is just like a constant, but it is a collection of items. You can have multiple items, you can have like different type of multiple items. Okay. So basically it is a collection data type, but it is a immutable object. It is similar to list. Let me write here how we will write the tuple. Okay. T is equal to any name, you can give any name. Here I am writing the T. Generally for the tuple I generally use the T for dictionary D, something like this. I am creating a tuple 10, 20, go do you have, okay, and comma 10.5. Now I have created a tuple. I just want to print T. Okay, and you can see this is the tuple. Generally I use these brackets for the tuple. And second thing is, you can check the type of T. Okay, this is the tuple. Another way is you can also define T1 equals to some values like 10, 20, go do you have. If I'm providing more than one value, then if I'll print T1 and I'll print type of T1, okay, you can see if I'll print T1, it is by default, it will automatically declare as a tuple. I have not put it here the braces, but when you are putting the multiple values, then it will pick it as a tuple. It's not a single variable, it's not an integer or even not a string. Okay, either you are putting the braces or not putting the braces, it will take as a tuple. This is how to create a tuple. Now I just want to access the items of the tuple. All the remaining things are same as the list. Like we can access the tuple items T1 of indexing we have here 0, 1, 2 like this. So first item, it is a ordered. First item I just want to access T of 0. Similarly I just want to access second element T of 1 and then T of 2. Okay, and if I just try to change the value at T of 2 equals to 100, then it will give you the error. Tuple object does not support item assignment because it is immutable. I already told you it is immutable. Okay guys, you cannot update. Either if you try to delete an item, then you cannot delete. Like in place of this, I'm commenting this part because I don't want to see the error again. And del t of 1, same thing will happen here. Tuple object does not support item deletion. Any data type which is immutable, you will get this error. It has same slicing and indexing concept. Like you just want to access single element, you can access like this. If you want to access more than one element, you can write like 1 colon 2, 0 colon 2, you will access 2 elements. Same rules that apply for the string and list. We also have negative indexing here, okay? And we also have certain operations like repetition, concatenation, membership, iteration, all these things we have in the tuple also. And some inbuilt functions, like I just want to check out some functions, length of t. You can see length of t is 4. Similarly, max of t, maximum element. Okay, it have certain elements, string and certain integers, so it won't work. If you have all the elements as integer or string, then it will give you the max and min. Okay, so now question comes to mind, where we use the tuples. Okay, so generally when you want the constant things, when you don't want to change the things, then you will opt for the tuples. Okay, and if you want to know the difference between tuple and list, one major difference between tuple and list is tuple is immutable where the list is mutable. List can have a variable number of items, but in the tuple we have fixed the items. And obviously when something is fixed, it's fixed to the list, then it's more compact, it's memory efficient. Similar concept in the like static array, memory efficient, dynamic array is not memory efficient. So always tuple is memory efficient. Okay, so you can see these things, slicing also, deletion, it will give you the error, and some basic functions. And basic functions same as the list. Okay, this is the tuple part. I think tuple now you should clear with the tuple. Okay, now I'll pick the another topic, that is, what is the left out? Sets. Okay, Python sets. What is the basically sets? How does we add more than one elements to the tuple? Giriraj, we cannot add the elements to the tuple. Tuple is kind of constant thing. Once you have declared, it's fixed. You cannot change you cannot update the items. Okay, now come to the Python sets. Sets is basically collection of unordered items. It is similar to unordered item as dictionary. But the main beauty of the sets is it have unique elements. And generally we use for this purpose only. When we want unique elements, then we use the sets. It must be unique, immutable, and it always remove the duplicate items. Items should be immutable, sets is mutable. We can add more elements in the sets. Let me write here. The important properties. First is unique. unordered. Okay, or you can say it's mutable. Okay, and unordered means when I say like unordered, something is unordered means I cannot access with the help of index. Index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. We cannot access the set elements with index. And we are using curly braces for declaring the sets. Okay, and we are also using sometimes set function. Okay, let me create a set. Okay, like numbers, and here I'm writing set of a numbers 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 10, 20, 30, 20, 20, 50 and 60, something like this. Now I just want to print type of numbers, and similarly I just want to print numbers. Now I'll run this code. Those who don't have their registration ID, fill the registration form. You will get, tomorrow you will check the sheet, Excel sheet, you will get the registration ID. Okay, we will update it. Tomorrow again check in the sheet, you will get your registration ID. Okay, so what I have written here, I have declared a set of numbers. You can see type is set, and here you can see the output. Numbers is containing only the unique numbers. So sometimes we want to filter out the unique values, then we use set from the Python. Okay, now I just want to access the set elements through the loop. Set function also I can use for creating the set. Now I just want to access the elements for I in numbers. Okay, and then I'll print I. And you can see the output 40, 10, 50, 20, 60 and 30. We can also use the set function, like in place of this, I can take the same example. Okay, and generally we use set function, that's why I'm telling you set, and inside this function I need to put what I'm doing here. I'm converting a list to a set. Okay, now you can check it out. Class set, inside the set function I'm passing a list of numbers, and now I am checking the type of numbers and then printing this. It can contain like collection of types. I can have certain values like integer, I can have certain values as a string. Okay, GoEdu Hub also included to this. Okay. But if you want to insert a list inside a set, that won't possible. If you want to insert a dictionary inside a set, that won't possible. Okay. Now we just want to add some more items to the set. Okay. I want to add some more items, then I'll use add function. Numbers dot add, and then I can put here ml, and after this I'll print numbers. Okay, this add function to adding more elements. Similarly, we can use the update method also. If you want to add more than one element, then you can use the update method. Like here I have just added one element. So I have used add method. I just want to add more than one element at a time. Then I can write like this, numbers dot update, and here I can write AI, then I can write DSA. Okay, and after this I can print numbers. Okay, and now I have added more than one element. What happened? Why DSA not? Why it's taking separately? Okay, let me write here. I think now it would work. Yeah. I told you, na, use of tuples. Prince is asking a question, ma'am, what is the use of tuples and sets? Tuples is we generally use when we want the constants, collection of certain constants. We want throughout the program some values which don't change. Like I have given an example, like we just want to store the name of the states of India. Okay, and sets we generally use when we want the unique values. That time we use the sets. Okay, so basically somebody have written, Rohit ma'am already done. Rohit, tomorrow you will check there. We will update the sheet. I'll check with the team. Okay. Shreya, words are still separated. You need to use the square brackets. Actually, these words are separated because first I updated without this braces. So it have added A and I, D separately. And now I have updated again with the braces, square brackets. So that's why it's taking separate words as well as complete words. Okay, Shreya? Now come to the article. I think most of the things regarding to the set I have covered. If something is left out, then I'll check it from the article. Come to here, Python sets. You know, sets is an ordered collection of items. Every element is unique and a set is created by placing all the items inside the curly braces that we have used, and items are separated by the comma. You can see the example using the set method. First we will create an empty set, and this is set. Using the set function we have created a set that having one element. Okay, accessing the elements in set. We just want to access. How to access the elements? You can access the element with the help of the loop, or either you can use the membership operator. Membership operator will tell you either true or false, it is present inside or not. And if you want to access the element, then you can access the element with the help of the loop only. There is no indexing. You cannot use the indexing. Okay? Okay guys, adding elements, we just want to add certain elements to the set, then we can use the add function that we have already used. Update, if you want to add more than one element, then here just take care of this braces square bracket, otherwise it will update a single character. Okay, and if you want to remove certain items from the sets, you can use pop, remove or discard methods. Just try those. These are the simple methods. Okay, and the copy of the set, you want to create a copy of the set, then you can use the copy function. Union of sets A and B are the set of all elements from the both set. Union is performed using OR operator. Basically you have to I'll do this one. This is new thing. Okay, you can see here I have two sets A and B, and I'm doing here OR operation. It means it will pick unique elements from this, and then it will pick combine both the sets and then pick the unique elements. Okay, this is the OR operation. And similarly, if I want to do the intersection means common elements, AND operation. It will do the AND operation. You can come to here and you can see the example. A and B. A is 1, 2, 3, 4 and B is 3, 4, 5, 6. Both sets we have common 3, 4. So we can do the AND operation. So sometimes you want certain, you want to get the common things from two lists, you can do like this. You can make the set will make the unique values, and then you can do the AND operation easily. If you complete all the things, all the attendance formalities, then after the class, after the completion of this course, you will get the certificate. Just study daily and then complete the attendance formalities, then you will get the certificate. Don't worry about it. And most important thing is you are getting the knowledge free of cost. Shreya, just check it out. Square bracket, I think you are not using. Okay, and difference is A minus B. Now come to the frozen set. Yesterday somebody was asking about what is the frozen set, ma'am. Okay, after creation of frozen set, we cannot change elements of the set. It is immutable type of set. Like set is, I told you set is mutable. We can add the elements. We have added the elements. We have updated the set. But if you want to fix the set, then you can use the frozen set. Means unique elements and unique elements you want to fix. You want to make kind of constant. Then you can say it is a frozen set. After creation of the frozen set, we cannot change elements of the set. It is immutable type of set. Got it, guys? How we can create a frozen set? Frozen set is using the frozen set function you can create. Like I'll copy this code and execute this part. Okay. Basically, set is equal to frozen set. Okay. And inside the braces, frozen set is a function, and inside the braces we are passing certain values. So it is basically fixed. If you want to add elements in the set, if you want to delete some elements from the set, then that won't possible. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, here I can take one more value, repeating value. And then I can see, okay, I'll comment this part. Okay, now I'll try it. What happens here, I'm taking a list that having repetition of values. It will create a unique set, unique values collection, you can say a set. And here we have used the frozen set function. It will fix, like after this thing, you cannot add or delete the elements to the set. So print type set, okay, and for I in set, print I. No need to semicolon here. Just we are printing. After this, what we are doing here? Variable name is set, and we just want to delete, discard. So if you are trying to do this, it will give you error because discard is not possible in frozen set. You cannot do any activity over the frozen set. Okay. I think now you are clear with these three data types. One is the dictionary and one is the sets, and what we have covered else? Tell me guys. Tuple, dictionary and sets. These three remaining data types we have covered today. Now we will see Python functions. Before I'm going towards the Python functions, you guys can ask me any question if you have till now. Like we have covered the basic Pythons, we have covered conditions, loops, string, list, and then we have covered tuples, dictionary and sets. Now we just want to go ahead and we will see Python functions. Okay? Are you getting the things till now? The data, I think base of the Python is clear to you. Okay? Frozen set is like immutable set. Like set, we have a set we can change, we can update the set. But the frozen set we cannot update. Okay? Yeah, you can, ma'am, we can create dictionaries too in list comprehension. No, list comprehension will give you always the output as a list. Somebody is asking a question, what is the difference between shallow copy and deep copy? You can see its answer is here written well. Even I have asked this question to my last batch students. I just want to give you an example. what is the deep copy and shallow copy in Python. Okay. In a single line, if you want, it is like this. In shallow copy, one who is copied object only refer to the values of one from which it is copied. Like from where you have copied, it will refer the same object. Deep copy is one who is copied have same object but they have their own values. They don't refer to the copy object. Two things. Like you can see here the example. Depends on like how you are accessing. When we copy a variable, what does it mean? Sometimes two things. When you are copying a variable, it is referring to the same instance or it is referring to the different instance. So when it's referring to the old object, when you are changing to the new one, then it will also change corresponding to the old object. That is called the shallow copy. Okay? It's changing the last one. New variable is reflecting to the old variable. Then it's a shallow copy. But if you want to change in the values of new variable but old variable should not affect, then it's called the deep copy. Okay? Import copy, we just want to implement this part. If you are using shallow copy, then simply import the copy a is equal to 1 to 3 and print shallow copy b is equal to a, and like I can run this code. Okay, this is nice question. Import copy a is 1 to 3. Okay, b is referring to same a, same object. B of 1, we are updating b of 1 is equal to 4. Okay, now we just print a and b, this part. It's a changing old one also. I'll remove this part, Control X. Okay, now you can see this. First my a is 1 to 3. Now I'm changing only to the b, but effect is going to a also. Okay, so effect is going to a only, a and a also. So you can see after this print a and b, both will change. So this is called the shallow copy. Now I just want to tell you about the deep copy. Deep copy, for the deep copy we need to use deep copy function from this copy module. Import copy. Simple, if I am doing the copy, then it is the shallow copy. It's always affecting the object from which we are copying. But the deep copy is copy.deepCopy. We are using this function. Then if I am updating s, then it won't affect the a. I can print this. I'm updating to the s, but it won't affect the a. A is as it is. Yes, Rohit, you can see in the description of this video, all the links are available from our website. Okay, so got it? I think this question is clear. Suraj is asked this question. Suraj, I think now it's clear. Now come to the next thing. Any other question? Now come to the Python functions. We will see Python functions now, and functions are different type of functions. Some inbuilt function. In the Python we have three categories. Broadly we can say three categories. One is the user defined, another one is built-in, and another one is lambda function. Okay? So user defined function, we create our functions. And built-in function, there are already defined functions in the Python. And lambda functions is inline function. Generally we use in the Python lambda functions also. Okay? What is the function basically? Let me write code here. Okay? What is the function? Why we write the function? We just want to make reuse of a block of code. We are writing a code. We are using a code again and again. So for that, we write the functions. So basically, function makes reusability. And generally, one more thing, functions implement modularity. Like with the help of function, you can divide the program into modules. Right? Two things we can do with the functions. One is reusability and another thing is modularity. It breaks the program into the smaller parts. And we can organize the code efficiently. So generally when we are doing we are writing big programs, we are doing good programming, then we always use the functions. There are the lots of built-in functions. Like we have used some of them, like we have used the print. Print is the example of built-in function. Okay, it is an example of built-in function. Similarly, we have used range function in the loops. That is also built-in function. So built-in functions are those predefined functions in the Python. Sorry. Now I'll tell you how to create functions. Okay, for creating user-defined functions. Okay, for creating functions, we have one syntax. Def keyword, we have to write def. Def is an inbuilt keyword that we use to define a function. When I'm writing a def, it means I'm going to create a function. Okay, and then I need to write name of my function. Then braces. And then colon. After the colon, here I'm going to write certain statements. Okay, and sometimes I'm return some things. So I'll return the things. Okay, so def is a keyword that starts the function. And after the def, we must write name of the function. And inside this, we can pass the parameters. Okay, so function can accept parameters. And this colon means after the colon, we will write certain statements inside this function. And return statement we use to return the value. It can have certain variables we are calculating inside the function, and we just want to return when we are calling this function. We want those values outside this function. So we will return the variables. Okay? Yeah, that we will do it. Next thing is return. Now, after defining a function, we have to call a function. How to call a function? Like I'll write a simple function here, hello world. So I'm removing these things. Def hello. Okay. And here I'm printing okay. This is the definition of the function. I now just want to call this function. So sometimes we call it driver code. And I'll call this function hello like this. Now I'll execute this code and you can see the output is hello. Whatever the statement written inside the function, when I call this function, execute it. Okay? So this is the simple function I have defined. Now I'll change, like I'll pass certain parameters, I'll return something. Okay? So I'll define a function, another function, def sum. I'm taking 2-3 variables, a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, and then you can say c is equal to a plus b, and then I'm returning here return c. Okay, now I'll call this function like s is equal to sum will return c inside the s and I'll print c. Okay, and another way I can print directly print sum function, then also it will print the value. Okay, Shreya is asking the question, ma'am, please show the use of the return. Yes, I'm showing you. We return certain variables. What happened here? Print s. I need to write here s. Okay, so you can see here I have defined this function and I'm returning the value c. So c will be assigned to the s, and then you can see I can print the s, or either I can call the function directly inside the print, so it will return the value and that value would be printed. Okay, now I'll pass certain arguments. Like in place of this, I'm passing certain variables. Here I'm passing a and b, a comma b, or you can say c comma d, and I'm assigning a to c and b to d, and then I'm returning c. Now I can run this, but when I'm calling this function, I have to pass two values, 100 comma 200, and here I'm passing 10 comma 20. Now you can see this. What I have done, I have passed two variables and then receiving those variables value and then summing and then returning c. So when you are passing the arguments, you should pass the values when you are calling the function. Okay? So this is basic type of the function. Now we will see the article, something left out, then I'll cover it. User defined. I'm talking about only the user defined functions. Okay. Inside the user defined functions, you can see simple function we have defined. How to call a function, we know that. Okay. Parameters we have passed. Okay. And then we are calling the parameters and argument. What is the difference between parameter and arguments? Parameters, a variable listed inside a function when function is defined. When we are defining a function, then that time we call it parameter. And when we are calling the function, that time we are passing a value, that is called the arguments. Okay. And different type of arguments in the Python functions. These are the some different thing. Like required arguments are the argument passed to the function in the correct positional order. Here the number of argument in the function call should be matched exactly with the function definition. This is nothing we have done. Like here I have written 2 arguments, 2 parameters. Then when I am calling, I have to pass 2 values. It's required. If I am passing only 1 value, then there would be syntax error. Okay. Keyword argument. This is little bit different. Sometimes we use. Keyword argument is what? We are providing a value like this. Like order of argument doesn't matter. Here name I can put first, age I can put after, like age I can put first, name I can put after it. So basically when you are passing the value like this, then order doesn't matter. In the last case, what happens? This 7 goes to A and 8 goes to B. Like we have taken the example. 100 goes to C, assigned to the C, and 200 assigned to the D. But if I'll pass the values like D is equal to, D equals to this and C equals to this, then order doesn't matter. Okay, this is called keyword type of arguments. Here order doesn't matter. Okay. Keyword arguments. Default arguments, sometimes what happen, we provide 3, like I'll take this example. Okay. And here I'm writing. I'm defining a function name age. And inside this function, I'm putting 3 variables. And 1 variable value I'm fixing here. So when I'm calling this function, I can pass 2 values. This is a default argument. By default, if you are not passing this argument, this will take the default value which we have assigned. Okay. Here in the definition, 3 variables. And in the calling, we are using only the 2 variables. So this is called the default variable. Salary is a default variable. Okay. We have seen one is the required arguments, one is the keyword arguments, one is the default argument. 3 types of argument we can provide, and another one is variable length argument. 4th type is variable length, means I can send as many, like I can send many variables. I'm not defining number of variables. Here I can take the example like this. Def, I just want to send multiple IDs. So print IDs. And here when I'm defining, I'm taking a star ID. Here I just want to print type of argument. This is something different. I think most of you don't know. Type of ID. And then I'm writing here for I in ID. And then I'm printing I. This is definition of a function. And now I'm calling this function print IDs, and here I'm passing lots of IDs like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I can pass as many as I want. You can see here. Here I have not defined number of arguments. I have just written here a star ID. So it gives me privilege. I can pass lots of argument at a time. Variable length argument. We can pass any number of arguments. I can pass either 2, I can pass 1, 3, 4, 5, as many I want. Okay? So this is the fourth type of function, that is called the variable length function. Variable length arguments. Fourth type of arguments. This is called we have covered the user defined functions. Now we can come to the built-in. Built-in, I already told you some of them, like print we have used, set we have used, length we have used, type we have used, max we have used. So there are the lots of inbuilt functions in the Python that makes our life easy. We can use those functions and we can get the result within the single lines. Some of them we remember, otherwise we can see the documentation of the Python. So here is the list of some famous functions. Okay. Now come to the last but not the least, lambda function. Okay. This is new concept in the Python. Lambda function is anonymous function, means that function is without a name. We don't provide a name to this function. Okay. To create a small anonymous function, we use lambda keyword. Okay. For the lambda functions, we use lambda keyword. Guys, till now it's clear user defined and inbuilt functions. Can you please give me a confirmation in the chat window? It's looking like you guys are sleeping. Nothing is writing or listening to me. Okay, let me go ahead and I'll tell you another type of function is lambda function. Okay, so lambda functions are anonymous function. We don't provide any name to the lambda functions. Here I can write the expression like this. Lambda is a keyword I have to use, and then here the arguments and then colon, then expression. I need to write like this. Lambda, arguments, and expression. We will take an example. Okay. Lambda, this A is argument, and after the colon we are writing here the expression. So what happens here? Here no name of the function. How to call this function? We will call the lambda functions with the help of the variable in which we are assigning the function. Okay. So we call this, I'm taking a user input n and then print sum is equal to this x 20. Okay, so 20 is an argument that is passed to this. It will assign to the a and then we will multiply a with the n. Or it will return you the multiplication of a and n. You can write any expression. Star is not for this. This is the expression. You can write any expression, a plus n, whatever you want. Now I can run this code. On user input I am providing 5 and then you can see 5 into 20 is 100. So this type of function we can write the Like this, we can write the lambda functions. Okay? We can take any number of arguments here. Okay? So this is all about the functions in the Python. I have tried to cover each and everything in the functions. If you have any query regarding to the functions, dictionary and tuple, you can ask. Okay? Otherwise, I think this is enough for today. What ma'am if we write star star ID? Here only star is supporting, not star star. There is no pointers in the Python. Suraj, there is no pointers in the Python. Okay? Somebody is asking about the lambda function. Lambda function is nothing. We need to use this keyword lambda and then here the number of arguments, and after the colon we need to write the expression. And how to call these functions? This using this name, and as many arguments you are writing, you have to pass inside this. Like if I'll write here a comma n, then I need to call like this 20 comma something 5. Okay, so as many arguments you are passing here, and after the colon you are using the expression. Okay. I think this is enough. Any question? Okay guys, certain functions is left. We will see that certain functions like map, filter, lots of functions we have. We will see that in some upcoming classes. Okay, Prince? Okay? Today now I just have to go. So I think this is enough for today and we will meet tomorrow. Remaining questions answer, I'll do it tomorrow. Okay guys, thank you so much and bye bye, good night. And don't forget to complete your attendance formalities. Okay, thank you so much for your birthday wishes guys.